Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. If you're a home buyer, a home seller, and an investor, this content will help you out. So today we're focusing on home sellers. I know it can be overwhelming with all of the options out there when it comes to real estate agents. Also, when it comes to preparing your home and really getting it ready before you put it on the market, and just so many other factors to consider. This is most likely one of the largest assets that you have, and you've been paying on it for quite a while, so you certainly don't want to leave any money on the table. So I understand there's a lot of options, again, with financing, with who to work with, which professional to work with, what to do and what not to do in your home. So I wanted to simplify it and at least provide you 3 valuable tips before you list your home. First, you gotta clean and declutter your home. Now I know that sounds a bit simple and also a bit offensive. Well, how dare you tell me to clean my home? So don't take offense. It's necessary. I've walked into hundreds, possibly thousands at this point, of homes that are just, they need a lot of work. And some of them, honestly, if they had been cleaned up just a little bit more, would have presented a lot better, and we would have put offers on the home. So yes, cleaning the home is going to go a long way. Materially and structurally, the home can look great and immaculate. However, the issue is the perception that a home buyer gets when he or she walks into the home is you want that to be as favorable as possible when they're considering your home. So yes, structurally, your home may be sound. It may have the perfect floor plan, but if you're giving the impression that it's not very well taken care of by there just being so many dust bunnies, there being so many things that could have been cleaned up beforehand before actually showing, then that's going to lead a little bit of doubt in a buyer's mind, wondering, did this person take good care of this property? What can be, although it looks like a great floor plan, it looks like a good sound structure from what you can see, it brings in that doubt. Well, how well did this person take care of the property? So yes, you do want to clean it. And what do I mean by declutter? Decluttering the living areas is going to go a long way. Decluttering means taking those old sofas that you don't use, or that recliner that you've always wanted to throw away. Now's your chance. Really, decluttering is opening up as much floor space, as much visual floor space as possible. And this is in the living areas especially. You want the rooms to present bigger. You want the areas to be bigger. And a great way to do that is to not put as much furniture, not put so many different pieces of furniture covering up that floor space, because it's going to make the room seem a little bit smaller. This goes across all rooms. Kitchen, also, it'd be a good idea for you to take out some of those pots that you never used, or those having so many different sets of plates, so many glasses, so many cups, you're really just, it looks a bit clunky, it just looks so congested. So you really want to make it open, just open it up a bit, declutter it. And no, the suggestion is not to just throw everything away. That's not the suggestion. Either sell it or yes, throw it away. But what a lot of the clients do that I work with end up boxing it up and putting it in the garage. So just boxing everything, you've got a heads up or a leg up on your moving, so you don't have to repackage them up again to move, so you're ready to go, and just putting it in your garage. So it's a common thing to do with the excess items that you are depersonalizing your property with, your home with, and really opening it up, decluttering the space so it gives a perception that it's larger than it actually is. Now, the next thing, do small repairs. I should be doing 2. So the second tip, do small repairs. And you're going to be trading time for money or money for time. whatever you prefer, those are the options. The small repairs, that the holes in the walls, the scrapes here and there, the just things that you can do without you electrocuting yourself, without you falling off the roof, without you hurting yourself. I'm not suggesting go out and do major repairs. I'm suggesting doing those small repairs that are noticeable, that are a bit inconvenient for you right now. You don't want to take your Saturday or Sunday to do whatever needs to be repaired. I get that. I fall into that boat myself. So you have to make the decision. Are you going to address them yourself? So is it going to take you time and a little bit of money? Or are you going to pay somebody and you save that time? So the reason I suggest doing the small repairs is because from a buyer's perspective, they don't necessarily care too much about time. They care more about the money. So while you, as a homeowner, have the decision to make of, am I going to repair this and spend the time to do it, or am I going to spend the money to do it? You have that choice. But the way that a buyer looks at it is, I'm going to take this opportunity and reduce the price. Yes, I can do it myself, and that's their choice to make down the road, but in relation to the transaction, in relation to having the negotiation between them and you as a homeowner, they're going to go after the money saving option, so the money portion. And the way that it manifests itself is a $500,000 home, a buyer is expecting that property to look pretty darn good, pretty darn immaculate, depending on in the area that you're in, depending on the real estate market that you're in. So from a buyer's perspective, they're expecting it to come without blemish. So for them, it's just as easy for them to say, hey, I would love for you to concede $2,000 based off of this inspection. And the inspection could have been perfect. Just some cosmetic things here and there, where something that would have taken you possibly maybe a day and a couple of bucks to address, or paid somebody $100, $200 to address, in the negotiations, it can cost you several $1,000s on some inconvenience, if you will. So just wanted to throw that out there. Doing the small repairs is going to help you in the long run. You, of course, can do them yourself and concede that portion after you're into the contract. I don't going to get too molecular, but I do want to cover this part as well. Once you're in contract and you do have that, the inspection has already come back and they ask you to address it and or give the buyers credit for the transaction, you do have the option to take care of it yourself. However, that's a negotiating point that you just lost out on, and it would not have been a point to negotiate had it been taken care of on the front end. So at the end of the day, you still have to do it, but you lost a little bit of leverage. Now, I'll just leave it at that because I can see myself going down a rabbit hole that we don't have time to get into. Now, the last piece of advice: appeal to as many people as possible. So depersonalize your home, paint in neutral colors. If you have a property that's very unique to you, that's fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it from a homeowner. I'm glad you really personalized it and customized it to you. However, now it's time to not do that. Now it's time to make it a little bit bland, not make it so unique, make it more neutral to capture as many buyers' attentions as possible, capture as many buyers as possible. So yes, it's customized to you, it's unique to you, but it's no longer gonna be your home. So making it as neutral as possible to attract as many potential buyers, whether they're first-time home buyers, second-time home buyers, investors, whatever the case may be, you want it to be appealing to a vast array of buyers. So again, just depersonalize it, paint in neutral colors, make some decisions that are not very unique, if you will. Just make it more broad, appealing to as many people as possible. So again, there's a lot of decisions that you have to make when you're going out to market on who to work with, what to do to prepare it. And just really beyond that, the finances is a very big component of it. So I don't take any of that lightly. I did want to provide at least a starting point if you're considering selling your home, going into a new home. I would love to help you out with any questions that you may have. My contact information is in the description below. If there's any questions without reservation, just shoot them over to me. I would love to help you out. Outside of that, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Thanks so much for checking out one of my videos. Feel free to browse around for any additional topics that may be of interest to you. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another upload. Lastly, remember I am a full-time realtor, so feel free to reach out and see how I may be of service. Thanks.